pack some action into the room, huh? You guys are like in it for a treat today, huh? I see nobody sleeping. You're like, you're like wired. You don't need drugs in FM. You just need a little bit of Fitzgerald, a little bit of me, and soon a little bit of each one of you. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. It is about that. Some people will look at it and say, okay, it sounds like network, but it's so empowering. It's so empowering. Who does it not appeal to? People who don't love people. And if they don't love people, it's because they don't love themselves. You need people to make it. Why are the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer? Do you know why? You know why?
Because they are ambitious and...
They're ambitious, but there is something else. What? No.
Greediness.
The unicorn.
No. I'll tell you one thing. They work together. Poor people,
Yes.
they fight against one another. Rich people, they don't fight. Even when they're on two different tribes, they come around and eat in the same table. The poor people's curse is the fact they take their whole time fighting one another and themselves. But in this business, if you learn to work together and you learn to pull yourself together, following a formula that everyone, including a security guard, can do. 1 perfume a month, few people, teaching the same system. 6 months, he's earning double what he's earning now. Everybody can do it. Why are they not doing it? Why? I see that every day. We see that all the time, no? It's number game, no? It kills me. So there's one thing that kills me in this company, is to continuously see so many human beings being so excited about it, giving them a system that is so stupid and simple. Sorry, it's stupid and simple. It's 50 or 100 points a month, which is 1 or 2 perfumes a month. Recruit 5 people, teach the 5 people to do the same damn thing, and everybody's making money, more than they're making now in their salary. And yet, 90% of them will. Why? 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 This is not smoke and mirror. This is reality. This is a mathematical, stupid formula, right? You're an engineer, Aldrin, right?
Yes.
And it took you very fast. You understood it. People who are engineers, people who are mathematical, they see, wow, it works. And it's not a pyramid scheme where the top makes money, like he said. It's whoever is working makes money. So you could be the upline, and the person can be all the way down, making 10 times more than the upline, because that person is working. That's not an illegal pyramid scheme. That's legitimate multi-level marketing. But your challenge, our challenge is to convince people to believe in themselves, to understand it, and to replicate it, and to pull together. This is why people like Fitzgerald, people like Red Irwin, people who set examples, no? It's not easy. His journey wasn't easy, and I'm sure his wife had to support a lot of challenges. So much. But she's here supporting him. Why? Because he's happy doing it. Couldn't do that feeling. Could do that. He's not making anything from sharing, right? With all of you, right? He's doing it because you can see it's happiness, right? It's happiness. He wants to share with all of you his story so you can be inspired. That, to me, is the most precious gift in itself. This is why I love this business. This is why I can only do the best I can all the time Because as long as there are people like Fitzgerald, as long as there are people like Red Irwin, like you sitting here giving your time, which is precious, all of you have precious time, like he said. Okay, it doesn't cost any money to listen to us, but your time is money. So it's valuable, right? But do something with this time. Do something. Build it. Really build it, guys. It is possible to do it. And there are so many things that we're about to do here in FM that are really going to mesmerize you. So you're in the right place. So are you guys psyched up?
Yeah.
There are two people that I wanted to just share sort of 5-10 minutes, if you can share, because really I thought I had no idea, right? When Fitzgerald called me or sent me a WhatsApp, what would you like us to say? And I responded, say what you feel or your heart tells you to do. You know, we don't have script. We're not trying to manipulate anybody. We're just talking from the heart. And then he said something before with Red Irwin. He says, well, why don't Alex, don't we bring one or two person on the stage and ask them to share their experience? New members, not the ones who are Pearl Arcade, you know, who know it all, but people who may have started 2 weeks, and ask them to share what attracts them to FM. What do they see in FM? What has changed in FM? What has changed in their lives because of FM? And so I was highly recommended a person or two, and there are different people here, and you know, wonderful guy, Nico, because I see you super active, no?
Yes,
in the Facebook. So even I am in Dubai, I see your picture, no? And it's inspiring, no? To see people, especially also non-Filipino, because of course Filipino Kabayans and I are very close because I started with Filipinos, no? But when we see other nationality, it also gives us a lot of hope for the future. The vision isn't just one nationality, it's to embrace all of them, including the Arabic-speaking people who sometimes tend to be the most difficult to convince. Right? And so, and then there's this wonderful lady here, right? Say hello. And you, how long have you been a member?
Only for 2 months.
Only for 2 months. And what was the highest achievement so far? You're spent 2-3%?
No, my first month it was 12%, and this month was also 12%.
Wow! So I have to pick on you then. Can you share your story? Do you mind sharing it with everyone? Please.
Right. Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Kaina. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself before I start to share my journey with FM. My short journey, my 2-month journey. My background is also nursing, just like Fitzgerald, but now I'm currently working as a clinical coordinator in Haman. To be really honest, I'm well paid at my job, but I'm not happy. This is the reason why I go outside my office and I try to find outlets wherein I can express myself. I am able to speak and I'm able to make a positive outcome in somebody else's life. Because with that, I feel that my life has purpose. When you are able to make a positive change, when you come into a person's life and you make them feel good, you put a smile on their face, that's what really matters. It's not the money that you earn. True, in my office, I go inside there, I sit on my desk, I type, and I just, just greet people, but I don't really make connections. I feel like a robot. I'm paid well, but it feels like nothing when I go home. And people shout at you, they treat you like, you're just like a person there behind the computer. It's pure, it's just sad. So when somebody introduced me to FM, which is somebody that I've met at Toastmasters, he's Sir Aldrin right here. At first I was, pessimistic about it, just like Alex. What is this, perfume? I don't want to sell, I don't really like to sell. But when I saw the vision or the mission of FM, it got me really excited. But I didn't stop there. I thought, okay, let me try to do something else. So at this time, I'm really very busy. I have my full-time job. I have FM. I also do Toastmasters. We do some meetings, and this is where I also do hosting. I host events on the side, and together with FM, I also started hosting and doing some TV presenting with this new web channel. You probably haven't heard of it yet, but I'm pretty sure you'll hear about it very, very soon. It's called Snap TV. And I was selected to be one of the hosts and the presenter. So with all this happening in my life, I'm very, very thankful, but I'm very, very busy. And I just don't have the time. I almost don't have time to sleep. And mind you, although I am married, I mean, I don't have kids, but I have a very, I would say, romantic husband who wants me to spend time with him all the time. So, you know. And on top of that, my family's also here in Doha. So that means they also expect me to come home to my old house because I've been in Doha for 16 years. And I grew up here, and my family's here, so they want me to come home. Yeah, 16 years. They want me to come home to Al-Khor every week. And so I have my husband, my family, my daytime job, Snap TV, Toastmasters, hosting gigs on the side. It's just, whew, too much. I feel successful though. I love it. I have everything, but I don't have time. So you might be wondering, I might not be able to share a big story like Fitzgerald here and Red and Alex. I don't have a big story right now. But the reason why I'm here is because I want to make a story, a big one. And tonight I might not be able to speak like them, but I'm sure I can share a few tips on what you can do, especially if you're a new member. So I started FM 2 months ago. That was at end of February. And at the first month, what I did was I didn't do trainings. I didn't want to train. I thought I didn't need it. I'll just come in here and I'll just speak. But that was very ignorant of me. We all need to train because we need to know about the product. So on my first month, what I did was I just sold the products. Because I work in a place where there are many locals, I just showed the product and they went berserk. They would order 20 bottles, 30 bottles, and they would call me into their house. And then, oh my God, I'm going to be so rich. I earned 1,000 in one night. And that was the last time I sold a bottle. That was the last time I did direct selling. Because I thought, okay, I heard from the trainings that it's also good to do the multi-level marketing thing and to, you know, get some people. And I thought that's also where I excelled in. I believe that I have talent in speaking and trying to, you know, connect with people. And I thought that that's where I belong, and I feel that I will make a big impact when I do that. And so that's what I did. On my let me go back to the first month. There were also times when I felt that I direct selling because I only did it once. And I thought, oh my God, I feel so tired already. Maybe I should stop this. And then the next thing I know, I was already on the board. My name was on the top 10 achievers. And then Muhammad was like, hey, look at you, you're on the picture. And I sent this picture to Alex. And I thought, really? I was doing well. Out of 5,000 members from Dubai, and here I was on top 10. That was just something, right? You actually feel like a celebrity. Oh my God. It's crazy. This is why it feels good to be in FM, because you do feel like a celebrity. You get awards, you get noticed, you get your name. Although I grew up achieving stuff, but when you see your name up there, people actually noticing what you're doing, although you feel like nobody really notices, but they do. They do, and it feels so good when somebody does. And this is why people keep coming back, and this is why I'm still here. There were times when I felt so tired and I wanted to give up, but when people support you and people believe in you, like Mr. Muhammad, it's like, you gotta go, you gotta say something today. To be very honest, I just had a very weird conversation with my husband, and I told him I'm gonna quit FM because I'm not spending time with my family, not spending time with you. But when people just tell you they believe in you, you just don't want to let them feel down. You don't want to, disappoint them. So this is why you come back and then you do it again. So, what did I do? On my first month, I got 12%. On the second month, that was the time I decided I would recruit people, I will share the business. It was so exhausting. You would just go home 1 o'clock in the morning and you have to come to work at 6 o'clock. It's just really exhausting. So how did I do it? How? I arranged my week. On my second month, on the first week, I decided that I would just immerse myself. I would go to a group of people, and of course I would spray myself with perfume, like Mr. Alex did, and I would go to seminars, I would meet people, although I was, I didn't know anybody. I just go there and, just meet them, and then I would come across people who were interested. So that's what I did on my first week. I immersed myself. On the second week, I scheduled myself to come to trainings. Esther was here at that time. She's fantastic. She shares everything, and the good thing about her is that although she's not my upline, she made me feel like, FM is a family, and we're here to help each other. And this is why it feels so good, because you feel like you belong. You belong and you are loved, and people support you. So I trained. I learned everything that I could. I watched your videos when they recorded. I watched it over and over and over again, especially with the multi-level marketing, because I'm not an engineer. I'm a nurse. I don't know. Math I'm just awful at math. So I had to watch it over and over again until I finally got it. And on my third week, I decided to, what did I do? Sorry. All right, same thing. I recruited people, and on my fourth week, I was just, because I'm also on my fast track now. So I trained, and on my last week, I was missing how many more people? 5, 6, something like that. And I said, Sir Aldrin, I'm gonna quit. I can't reach my target. I'm just tired. And he said, Kaina, you can do it. I'm gonna help you. We're gonna find them. We're gonna just. He told me, just believe in yourself. Just keep going. And yesterday, or was it a day before the last day of the month, I was able to lock in my target at 20 and at 8,000 points, and that's my target. I reached it, and it felt so good. I actually thought I wouldn't make it, but I did. So, what do? You train, immerse yourself. You get all the support you can, because FM Family provides that here. Go to your upline, ask for help, ask for support. And fourth, well, this is what I do to be able to go back to FM. This is just me personally, I don't know about you, but the fourth thing that I do is I try to please my family. I cook dinner for my husband, I clean the house before I come here. So when I come home, he's like, okay, you can do FM. So I don't know. Put your family first, because after all, you're doing it for them, right?
Yes.
So try to remember the tips that I gave you today. Be knowledgeable. Know your products. 2 is to immerse yourself into people. Third is to get all the support you can from FM Family. And fourth is to put your family first, or to set your priorities. And with that, I hope that I have imparted some of the stuff that made me successful.
For sharing your story. So cool. Every time I'm going to talk, I get like emotional, You can't take the emotion out of the business. Can't do it. Can't do it. But it is such a huge sacrifice on every level. Whether it's a member, whether it's somebody investing a lot of money and knowing that it will take years before he will see his return. There is a lot of sacrifice, or whether it's meets, dates, 365 days a year. It's draining. It's people, It's draining. But there is nothing more fulfilling than this business. Nothing you will find. And there's no other companies that is as honest, where you don't have to wash yourself in the shower, I did something bad. Because it's so clean, it's so honest. That's why you never have to lie with this business. But people, they don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear fast money. If you want fast money, there's one thing I can tell you. I can tell you how to make fast money. It's not going to be here. Okay? I will tell you. You may want to write this down in your mind, because this is the way you can make. I can show you, really honestly, how to make $1 million in 1 week. Bank robbery. I'm not advocating bank robbery in Doha or the Middle East, okay? Jails are not nice here. But that's the way. You can spend 6 months, 1 year studying in your country how to rob a bank. But there is no real legitimate way of making quick money. And in my life, when I was struggling as an immigrant in the States, far away from my family, living on the streets for the most part because I got kicked out of my accommodation, didn't have money, spent it in the wrong place, did it all. Nobody told me the truth. I was figuring out how to do bad things to make money fast. I was on survival mode. Nobody told me the truth. Or maybe I didn't want to hear the truth. Maybe all I wanted was a quick solution. Fast. I was fast. I could make money fast. But somehow I never had it. There is no quick way. Best way to do is to stay focused in something. To give all your heart in it. To sacrifice. And that sacrifice is because what you've done in 2 months, I know the sacrifice. I was a distributor. I know Fitzgerald 5 years. I know what his wife went. I know what you were. I know. But they're here. They're still here because of the mission. And Nico, I know that you've got some great story. I wish that we could get to everyone with the story. But, you know, when I'm gone, this is what you can organize. And maybe in the future, next month, we can organize also with the help of FMUA, a hotel somewhere, large quantities of people, and enable you guys to really start inviting people so you can build your network. Platforms that may be in different ways that we would sponsor as the mother company, because we're there to help all of this. And we can do this. So you can also create platforms, right, to attract the people and have thousands. It's always nice to have thousands of people. You know? If everybody created tickets with free VIP entrance, right? Each one had a booklet, right? And you had 1 month of preparation, you could fill up the room with thousands. You put all the speakers, well, we have the most, I mean, Qatar is really blessed with speakers. I'm kind of jealous, okay? I'm going to offer you something, okay? Forget about this. I know you have family. Be your family. You've got great people. I see a lot of great people, all of you. You know, I met you guys yesterday, and there's so much. You know, 50 years in this country. This is like I want to sit with this guy for 3 days, pick his brain, and in every single person, doesn't matter if it's a Maine, somebody who's from one country or another. I know there's a way to make big money, but it takes a little time, guys. Build yourself inside this system, even if you're not 100% a believer of the system. Build it. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Build it, because you will see what will happen. I will still be here. No matter what happens, it's happening. The dream when we started in that elevator, this happened. And it took one crazy guy like me. And all of you crazy people to try it. So now, I'm going to let my prey to share with you for 10 minutes, and I know after I promise some things with a few people who've got headache and back pains. Those of you who need to go, we understand. I still will hold my promise and get rid of your headache, hopefully, free of charge. But for right now, I have this guy, and you need to listen to this guy. Because this guy, hopefully, you will see, he's all emotion. He's like this big ball of emotion. I brought him and flew him from the Philippines at the Four Seasons Hotel. Yes, we have parties at the Four Seasons Hotel. And by the way, next month, we have a party in the Burj Al Arab, so I hope I see you there. And trust me, every year we do crazy things. So we don't do anything in McDonald's, okay? It's all the best. So I brought this guy to surprise, right? Because many Filipinos look up to his story, because they hear me talking about the story for years, right? I talk about it, but he was in the Philippines. And everybody said, oh, I wish we could have Red Erwin one day. I wish we could have Red Erwin. So I managed to get him on a flight. And I hid him in the kitchen of the hotel while people were having cocktails at the beginning. You imagine that. He was watching TV or something like that. We had a huge thing, the best violinist, rock. It was like, he was there, Mohammed, this crazy 400 people in the Four Seasons Hotel, acrobat, aerial acrobat, me and smoking and going, and it was like crazy. You should feel that energy. Even after that, Mohammed came to me the next day and go, oh my God, this is bigger, brother, bigger than I thought. Because I don't know if I can do this. I mean, this is like really changing the lives of people. I have to think. I remember this, he was like almost turning color. He was completely white like the Kandura. I said, what is wrong? And he was like, this is much bigger than I thought. This is huge company. And he came and made a speech. I think we have the speech here.
Yes, we have.
And maybe we can show it. Better he shares it. He's here. And he started sharing the story that you will hear tonight. And everyone in the room, 384 people, were crying because he was crying, and we were all crying, and we were so moved, you know, and it was unbelievable, this story. So with no further ado, welcome Red Erwin the first.